I'm Kirsten, and that's Jeannie with Six Figure Business Coaching, and we help our clients use video marketing with a marketing virtual assistant doing the majority of the tasks. So, Jeannie, what is our topic today?
Our topic today is lights, camera, action. Captivate your audience with compelling video content.
Yes, I love the word compelling. We were talking about the definition of compelling earlier, and it was basically providing the information that people are looking for. Is that kind of what your definition was earlier?
Yep.
Yeah, so when we think about content creation, I think one of the things that business owners do is they just feel like, I don't know what to talk about. But the reality is you guys have been doing your businesses for a long time and you have so much valuable information. And that information sometimes to us, it seems so basic. Like you forget that the basics is what other people don't know. It's what your clients don't know. And so sometimes the more compelling content can almost mean basic or boring content if those are the things that your clients are looking for. And I know that sounds oversimplified, but one of the places we often recommend that people start is with your frequently asked questions. So if you have those frequently asked questions on your website, then those could be great topics to create videos around. And I was talking with one of our clients actually yesterday, and we were talking about this whole idea of video content. And I think in her mind, she thought they had to be like really magnificent topics. And then when I started asking her questions, and she was like, oh yeah, because she forgets that she knows all this stuff really well. And I was asking her questions because I don't know that much about her industry. And so as I just kept asking questions, and then we were talking about, this is the basic information. These are the things that people are searching for online because they don't know. So first of all, just remember who your audience is, and don't forget that you know so much information that sometimes you forget that it's the simple stuff that really will attract your ideal client.
Yeah, and I would also add to that sometimes when we think we need to give people so much information because we don't want to simplify it, because we, like you said, to us, it's basic, it's foundational stuff, but a lot of times that's what they need to hear. And a lot of times if you give them too much, you overwhelm them and they shut down and they stop listening to you. So it's really, really important to make sure you're getting across the important parts without overwhelming them.
And sometimes I think it's even easy to feel like you're being redundant, like you're saying the same thing. But if you go to some websites, go to a minimalist website, like Minimalist Mom or one of those websites, YouTube channels that talks about minimalism. Some of these channels have been live for years and years and years, and they're just talking about minimalism in different directions, right? So it's the same topic, just in different directions. And I think that can be so true for a lot of different niches. You wouldn't think that one topic of minimalism could have thousands and thousands of videos on one channel, but it can. And so that's the kind of thing you want to keep in mind, is that there's lots of different angles to take when you're talking about a specific topic. And the way Jeannie might process information might be different than the way I process it. So talking about the same topic, but coming at it from a different direction could appeal to each of us differently. So it is so interesting that our clients are so smart, like they love what they do and they know what they do.
Some other good places besides your frequently asked questions on your website might be look through your email correspondence with people. Have they asked you questions about certain things? Because it may be that it's a big topic, but you only need to talk about a little tiny piece of that topic because that's what somebody asked you about. You can ask people in your Facebook group, what would you like to hear more information on? What's your biggest challenge? What's your smallest challenge? What information will make your day better and make things flow easier in your business? So lots and lots of places you can post in other people's groups that have your audience and ask them. You can either make it a poll question, or I like to make it as easy as possible for them. So either give us the corresponding number with the answer that's most appropriate for you, or you can say, write something in. Because a lot of people don't want to take the time to articulate a long story, but they'll give you a number one or an A or something like that.
Yeah, or just sit down one evening and brain dump everything people have asked you. Like just thinking about, as long as you've been doing this, what are some of the just simple questions? What are some of the more complex questions? What are questions that people have asked you? It's the same question, but they've asked you in different ways because that's how people word questions differently. Just do a massive brain dump and you'll be surprised at how many compelling topics you'll actually have for your videos. Because again, It's all about providing your audience what they want to know. The information that they need at that time is what's going to get them to watch your content.
Yeah, absolutely. So what would you say is the second thing, Kirsten, people should know about video marketing content?
I think hot topics. And there's been a lot of media around these new weight loss drugs that you put in your stomach. And I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. I think it starts with an O. But anyway, there's just been so much around that. And it was interesting because I've been watching a few channels that were smaller channels. And I watched a couple of those channels in the diet space, the dietitian space. I watched a couple of those blow up really quickly because they chose to address the hot topics. And one of the things I think when it comes to a hot topic is you want to jump on it really quickly. So for example, we always encourage our clients to have their videos scheduled like a month out or even 2 months out so that they're always working ahead with their virtual assistant. They're getting everything done for their marketing and it's never manic, it's just smooth sailing. But we also remind them that if a hot topic comes up, you can get a video done like the minute you decide that hot topic's important. You can get that video done, have your virtual assistant prioritize that and get it out really quickly to your audience. So you can even bump a video that you have scheduled for next week to get that video live. And I feel like hot topics can really grab an audience that may not find you for a long time. And like I said, we definitely saw some channels blow up because they were willing to go in on hot topics. I think some of the reasons why people don't want to take on hot topics is because they can be very controversial. So again, you don't want to, if you're for the medication or if you're against it, there's going to be people on either side that are going to attack you. So if you really believe in something, I think it's important to take the stance that you believe in it. But then there's also ways, I think, if you're not sure, like something that's such a new medication, for example, we don't know. We may not know if it's good or bad yet, right? So sometimes just being diplomatic and talking about where you could see that these could be the pros of it and this could possibly be the cons of it. And so being more of a neutral person who's just bringing in the information from both sides and talking a little bit in depth about those pros and cons. I feel like that can be a great way to hit a hot topic if you are really nervous about alienating people or in the wide world on the web being attacked. So
yeah, we did this recently actually with some Canva assets that came out that they didn't have before. And a lot of them used AI. And I know there's a lot of people who are not sure about AI, they're uncomfortable with it. So we did that. I think I recorded 6 videos on a Saturday back to back because I wanted to make sure that we were in the forefront and we were out there talking about this latest because they were really cool. And just a side note, don't be afraid of AI. Learn about it. It's not going away and there are fantastic ways to use it to make your life easier. So feel free to go search on our YouTube channel for our Canva video. We've got lots of tutorials on there and they'll talk about all the new assets that you can do in Canva.
Yeah, so with hot topics, it can be really anything. So generally what we find there are people they're really passionate about what they do. They're really plugged into their industry. And so we always encourage our clients, if there's a hot topic, and you want to bring that to the coaching call and we can talk about how you could take it on and feel confident taking on a hot topic. But hot topics can really help you grow your channel really, really quickly. Because again, a lot of people are searching for that. And again, if you can be one of the people early on that gets some information out about it, that just gives you a huge leg up, so to speak. So don't be afraid of hot topics because I think that they can have a huge impact on attracting your ideal client. So the third thing I think that's really important with compelling content is going to be your call to actions. I feel like sometimes we spend so much time thinking about the title and thinking about the script or the outline for the video that we forget that a very important part of compelling content is the fact that you want to take that person to the next step in the relationship. Someone found your content, they've watched it because you've added so much value to them. You totally helped them. It has them in a sales pitch for you. Like you really answered their questions. And so it makes sense to have a call to action that would give them additional information. So that might be a lead magnet that you have. It might have a video tutorial that you have. It could be a free guide. It could be book a 15-minute call with me and I'll answer your questions about XYZ. So make sure that you realize that having compelling content is to take them to the next phase of working with you and getting more value from the content that you have. So
yes, and speaking of a call to action, we have something that we'd like to provide to you. It's a webinar or masterclass. It's called How You Can Easily Create Video That Explodes Your Sales in Less Than 1 Hour a Week. And you can find that at thevideomarketingmethod.com. And we'll put a link to that below. But I think you're going to find some really valuable pieces and nuggets in there to help you with your content.
yeah, because I think once you wrap your head around what your compelling content is, like what are the things that your audience, your ideal clients, what are they coming to you for? And if you find a way to break down that content so that you're giving true value, you're explaining things really well, you're not like Jeannie said in the beginning, not overwhelming them, because I know that can be a big thing on a certain topic. We can just want to go on and on and on because we know so much. But think about those types of topics in multiple videos. It doesn't all have to be done in one video. So when you really figure out how to have those compelling videos, you're able to jump on hot topics when they happen. And each of your videos is going to include a call to action that in most cases will take them to additional content that you've created. So even better content than what you're providing for them on your YouTube channel, which is already amazing. That's going to continue to build a relationship with them. And that's the purpose of creating content. We always say if we create a video and it helps one person, we win, right? So if you can kind of go into it thinking about that, you're just helping this one person. And I think if you have that attitude, you will definitely find your ideal clients, because it's serving people, it's providing what they want to know, it's delivering it in a way that's simple and clear, but also interesting and fun and brings your personality, because that's what is going to draw people to you and make them want to work with you. And if you do that consistently, you'll have unlimited clients. You'll build your brand, you'll build your know, the like and trust that you need to have people reach out to you rather than you kind of chasing clients, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you can also think about when you're creating content, what kind of lead magnet or freebie do you have that would be most appropriate for that content? Because again, like Kirsten said, it's all about getting them to the next step, moving them closer and closer to wanting to work with you, or hopefully them recognizing they have the need that you can help them fulfill.
For us, for example, if we had been talking about marketing virtual assistants in this video, we would have maybe taken you guys to a guide, Double Your Income with a Marketing VA. But because we're talking about content for video marketing, it made more sense to take you guys to a webinar. So think about the content that you're creating, and we think about it as having pillars or buckets of content. So things that you have that are in the same category that could have the same call to action. It could be the same lead magnet. And we always tell people, start with one lead magnet and you'll keep building on that. You'll do your next one and your next one. But like for us, not every one of our lead magnets is ideal for each topic or for each pillar that we have of content. So I think that's another thing to think about, is you're building these amazing digital assets. And then you're promoting those amazing digital assets through this amazing, compelling content that you're creating on a weekly basis. So it really does all work together.
Certainly does. And then you're going to want to get it, like Kirsten said, out on your YouTube channel. And then you're going to want to repurpose that and promote it on your social platforms and send it out to your list for your email marketing, and post it on your blog as a blog post. If you need any help with any of those things, then just please let us know. Send me a DM or Kirsten a DM, and we will be happy to talk to you about our program, the Marketing VA Advantage. We appreciate you being here, and we hope this was useful information, and I look forward to seeing your videos coming up. See you. Bye, everyone.